Oh shoot, this is empty. Okay. Don't worry, okay. Chat. Let me pour myself some more beverage, and then I will explain to you a couple of things, okay? One. The number one thing is that I would like everyone to realize how vast the world is. All right? The world is absolutely vast, and there is one comic from this web comic series that I believe is like the perfect explanation, or like the perfect parallel to what really happens, okay? Sorry, I'm pouring water into. Okay. Okay, chat. Hang on. I want to go. I want to make sure that I read this correctly. Okay. Here is the entirety of the comic. It is from XKCD. It starts off and says, I try not to make fun of people for admitting that they don't know things. Because for each thing, quote, everyone knows, unquote, by the time they're adults, every day there are, on average, about 10,000 people in the United States hearing about it for the first time. If I make fun of people, I train them not to tell me when they have those moments, and I miss out on the fun. And the scenario they provide is Diet Coke and Mentos. What's that? Oh man, come on. We're going to the grocery store. Why? Because you're one of today's lucky 1,000. And I think that is beautiful. Because I've been around for 30 years. I've been around for 30 years of my life. And it's very easy for me to lash out and say, oh, you don't know this thing that I learned about when I was, 26 years old, and then just mock about the people who may not have had the opportunity, or even there's this chance to understand that, right? But who does that benefit, Who does it help? It doesn't help anyone, right? So for me, when I see that, I think to myself, like, hey, this piece of knowledge, this thing that I'm like ranting about of like the ingest server, right? I know, because I have experience with it. I understand how it is used and when it is used for, right? And all this and that, right? So for me, I could laugh and be all like, you don't know what an ingest server is when it comes to live streaming, and then like make fun of you, right? But is that constructive? I don't think so. It's not. It's just making fun of people for not having the same amount of experience, the same amount of knowledge that I personally had, Maybe it'll resonate with one or two people in the audience, and they'd be like, haha, yeah, Shinri, you tell them, right? But at the end of the day, you have to realize, not everyone has had the same experience. There are absolutely collective experiences. Like, for example, I would probably say, like, maybe, I don't know, like the Marvel movies, like Avengers Endgame and Avengers, the initial, like the first set of movie, Infinity War, right? I would say, like, maybe I kind of expect that everyone knows that, because it's such a broad thing that applies to everyone, right? Ingest servers, on the other hand, I don't expect anyone to know about ingest servers. I'll tell them, hey, have you heard of VTubers? And they'll be like, Shinri, what the hell are you talking about? What are VTubers? Mate, are you just like talking out of your ear? Like, what is this? Like, what's a VTuber? Like, bruh. Like, you're just pulling my chain on this one, aren't you? You know, like, that's what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to make fun of them, you know? There's no point. I'll tell them. I'll be calm and just be like, hey, by the way, this is what VTubers are, you know? This is what they do. This is what they mean for people, and just, you know, things like that. Because sometimes maybe they won't know. But just because they don't know doesn't mean that, you know, we should make fun of them. Maybe it just means that we need to give them a different perspective on things so that they understand, hey, that way doesn't work, but maybe this way does. This way of framing that information, you know? Shinri only gets more adorable when sauced. No. Okay, wait, hold up.